Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, and pleased to be joined by Beckett Booze of Chelsea football, back fresh off the win last night against Pinckney. Beckett, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well. So I got to ask you, like, how is the season going so far? Currently sitting at 6-1. Yeah, just tell the world how it's going.
I think we're doing really well right now as a team. Obviously, we had a tough loss to Dexter, but they're a really solid team. I think we're playing really well and we're shaping up. Obviously, we had a big win against Pinckney last night, and we're playing our best football right now, which is what we need to be doing to make a deep run and go as far as we want to the state championship.
Yeah. So, and obviously this is a program that has, been to the state finals and won it. And but, of course, in the next in these next couple weeks, going through division play, going against a tough Dexter team, and then going up, to wrap up the conference next week against Lincoln. But before we get to that, like, just this is your first year playing high school football. Now, obviously, you have played football before, but obviously it has been a while. But what was the big I must inquiring minds must know, what is the biggest what sold you?
I think it was just seeing all my friends having success on the field and just a little bit of feeling in me where I think I was kind of meant to be on the football field,
Yeah.
and I was missing out on all the fun. Like I had a friend that joined his sophomore year after not playing in a while, and I saw him have a ton of success. I saw that, and I was like, might as well try it, see what I can do out there. And I think I'm doing all right.
Yeah. So like what's been the biggest adjustment because what were you doing beforehand? Because I know you were busy during the fall, but obviously in
Oh
a
yeah.
completely different world.
Yeah, so my freshman and sophomore year, I ran cross country, and I think biggest adjustment for me was I had never played a turf sport before. So I mean,
Right.
I felt like I could handle the physicality, but starting off wearing cleats, my ankles and knees were going through it. They were feeling it, my joints, but we're all good now. We're getting used to it.
Yeah. So your safety.
Yeah.
What what made you decide to go that route?
Basically, when I was talking to my coach, Coach Dean, before I told him I was going to play, I told him I was like, if I play, I want you to just put me wherever you think I can help the team most, and that's where he put me. I trusted him, and yeah, that was it. It wasn't really my decision. I just said wherever I can help out the team.
Absolutely. Biggest thing that you've kind of learned with all this, like what's it like just, being a safety?
Being a safety, really, it's just you're the last man up. You got the D lineman that can just take out the running back there, and then you got the linebackers next up, and then outside linebackers, corners. But if they all get through that, you're last hope. Last hope. So you just got to make a tackle when it matters.
Yeah. So I know you're a busy kid. You're always doing something. That's kind of how it operate. That's how kind of how you all operate in Chelsea. Because of course everyone they always preach, which is the Chelsea way, which is multi-sports and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what's it like just being well conditioned to do all these things and to have one big last senior year to go out and to go out from Chelsea out with a bang, I guess.
I mean, it's a great feeling. I think you got to give a lot of credit to our summer program with Adam Taylor and Joe Welton, just really getting us conditioned and getting us strong for the season coming up. We're in there Monday through Thursday. Some of the hardest lifts of my life have been in there. I think it really shows come season, not even in football, but in basketball and track for me as well. And I think it shows for every single one of my teammates. So that's the best feeling when you can go on a field and know that you've put in more time and your teammates have put in more time so you can show that you're stronger.
Yeah. So I gotta ask you, like, what has been, and this may be a question, maybe if we're so fortunate to get you on after football ends,
Mhm.
but what has been your favorite moment so far?
In football,
Yeah.
I think my favorite moment was, oh, what game was it? I think it might have been Tecumseh. One of Tecumseh, we were on like Tecumseh's, or no, they were on our 10-yard line. They were about to score, and Tecumseh quarterback opened up and threw a pick right to one of our corners, AJ. He picked it, started running, and I was just running behind him, pointing at him, and it was just an awesome moment to see like all of us succeed, all of us cheering for him, and I think he got it all the way down to like the 7-yard line, and then we scored. So that was probably the most exciting moment.
Absolutely. So anyway, going into, these next couple weeks, I know you can wrap up, the division title with a win over Lincoln, and then, these next 2 weeks, it's split into thirds. These last 3 weeks are for basically just to see where you guys are at before the real season starts in a couple of weeks. So
Yep.
really, what do you feel like you guys need to do in these next 2 weeks just to kind of get everything going again?
I think we're playing our best ball right now, and obviously no one's going to be perfect. So right now, I think we just need to fine tune, our coverages, trying to fill those gaps, make sure we're on point with our tackles because we've had a couple missed tackles. Now wrapping up, guys. So I think overall we're playing really well, but those finite details is what's going to take us in the long run all the way to the state finals.
Okay, so going into this next game against Lincoln, how do you feel like kind of there really isn't like improving from last year because you didn't play football last year.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest things that you really feel like that, you need to work on in these next two games that you've had in these seven? Just obviously everyone, with the team goals and stuff, but obviously you have your own things you need to do to just
Mm-hmm.
become a better player and help the ecosystem of football
Yeah.
go in Chelsea.
I think for me personally, it's just knowing the team that I'm playing for Pinckney, which we played last night. They're a pass offense,
Right.
so being able to react to that, and then Lincoln coming up, I think they don't throw it as well as Pinckney, but they definitely run it a lot better. So just for me, being able to adjust as a free safety to the run game, if the running back breaks loose outside, or I also need to be ready. I just need to really know like what they're capable of, and I need to watch film. That's basically all that I focus on.
So you really kind of picked up this football thing, even though it's only
Yeah.
been this 7 games and stuff. So let me ask you this. How do you mentally get ready for a game? Did it change from other sports that you play in? Because football is just this big it's a lot different than everything else because it's only
Yeah.
a game a week.
Yeah. I think I wouldn't say it's different, but there is really no energy like football. I've played a lot of sports in my life, and there is no feeling like walking out onto the football field with your team and seeing like packed stands. There's no energy like it. And for me, it's just honestly when I walk out on the field, I'm not putting pressure on myself. I have no expectations for myself. I'm just going out there and being thankful for where I am. I look around and I'm like look at where I am right now. Like I can just go out there, have fun, and do whatever I can to the best of my ability, and that just helps me succeed because I keep a positive mindset.
Yeah, for sure. And last thing, I know this is, you only got one shot at this thing. You only have 1 year. What's it going to be like knowing that you don't, after these 2 games, you don't know when your season's going to end.
Very true. Yeah.
So heading into the playoffs, heading into these next two, just kind of the mindset with you guys right now.
For me personally, going into these next two games, knowing that you do never know when your season's going to end. It's just going through every single play 110% because you never know when it's going to be your last, and you don't want to think after you're done, man, I wish I would have went harder on that one because you're never going to get that time back. So just going 110%, and then as a team, I think we all understand that and we share that mentality because we have a lot of seniors on the defense this year, and I think we all really want to go far. We all really want to make a deep run, and I think that's what makes our defense great is that we all share, we all have great camaraderie, and we all share the same mindset.
Okay. I feel like since this is the first time you're on here, let's kind of get to know you, which you have had to do this year for another thing with the amount of Chelsea social media football posts that you guys all had to do. By the way, good stuff that's coming out of there.
Oh yeah.
Um, what is your favorite food, just overall? This is not like getting ready for a game or something like that, or just what is it?
Favorite food? That's a tough question. There's a lot of categories. I'm gonna have to go right now. Just classic steak, man. Can't go wrong with it. Can't
Right.
go solid steak.
Okay, here's an interesting one. Would you ever like want to go on like television, like a move, like act in a movie or like go on a game show or something like that?
I would. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be a cool experience. Something I've never done before.
Yeah.
Um, I think I could definitely have fun with it. Yeah.
Okay. Um, so favorite movie.
Favorite movie? Um, I'm a big Star Wars guy. I don't know what Star Wars it would be, but
There's so
definitely
many of
one.
them.
I know there are so many, but like I bet every year I kind of watch it through again. Just that's kind of my favorite area.
Yeah. Yeah, one day it's like, okay, you got nothing to do. It's just like you just binge watch the entire
Yeah.
thing. Speaking of so anything interesting? Like I know you're a busy kid. But what's a is there a TV or streaming show that you're really into right now, or were you into at one point?
I like it's a lot different now because I don't really have a lot of time when I get home through school and sports and everything. I can't really get into watching a TV show, but over the summer I just finished watching Dexter.
Yeah.
I think it's on Netflix. By far the best series I've watched apart from The Office. It was so intriguing.
Yeah. What is favorite team you root for?
In football or any sport?
Any sport.
Yeah, I might get some bandwagon things for this, but I'm a big Golden State. I'm just a big fan of Steph Curry.
Okay.
Big fan.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I know.
Um, and finally, what's an interesting thing people may not know about you, Beckett?
Interesting thing. I don't really like this question. I never know what to answer, but uh, I've lived on a farm my whole life. My mom's a horse trainer, so I've grown up around all sorts of animals and everything, and I think that's a big part of who I am.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Absolutely. All right. Well, Beckett, thank you for the time as always, and best of luck the rest of the season. And maybe we'll have you on maybe to preview basketball or something.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'd be happy to. Thank you very much.